Motorola announced the new Razr 2020 at the beginning of September, and the big question is, how does this phone distinguish itself from its February predecessor, and should you even consider buying it? The February Razr got wildly mixed reviews upon its release. From a price versus performance point of view, it just didn't meet many people's expectations. With the reveal of the new Razr 5G, has Motorola done enough to persuade us to give this version a go? In today's video, we'll be breaking down everything you need to know about this nostalgia-inducing device. Starting with the aesthetics. Visually looking at the phone, it's not much different to what we saw in the earlier version. Design-wise, you still get a clamshell foldable phone that is about the same size as a regular smartphone in its unfolded form, shrinking to about half the size when folded. This lets you pull off some subtle tricks that a traditional smartphone would not be able to do. The only major physical difference between the February release and the 2020 version is the replacement of the fat chin with a teardrop shape and the moving of the fingerprint scanner to the back of the phone. We do, however, now have some new color choices. Noir Black has been scrapped, and instead, we have 3 color options: Polished Graphite, Liquid Mercury, and Blush Gold. Before we look under the hood of this shiny and new Razr 5G, let's quickly talk about why the earlier version was such a massive failure and how Motorola hopes to improve their chances of success with this device. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, because each week we're bringing you new and exciting tech videos that you definitely won't want to miss. When the Razr first came out earlier in the year, it was like it was going to completely change how we saw smartphones forever. And while it was a step in the right direction, as we'll soon see, the February version had a considerable number of shortcomings. Shortcomings that couldn't be overlooked because of its ridiculous price tag. The Razr launch price was set at $1,500. Many argued that the phone simply did not offer enough to be selling at this price point. To help put this into perspective, this was around the same price tag as the 512GB iPhone 11 Pro Max, which was one of the biggest flagship smartphones of 2019 and early 2020. Other major issues users were not happy about were the network limitations, shaky design quality, an unimpressive camera, and poor battery life. To add salt to the wound, in the same month, Samsung released the Z Flip, which folds in the exact same way as the Razr. Oh, and it also costed about $100 less and still offered all the bells and whistles of a flagship device. When you compare the Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max and the Galaxy Z Flip to the Razr phone, all riding around the same price point, the Razr was lacking some serious muscle. Even if people wanted to purchase this phone just for a taste of nostalgia, the COVID-19 pandemic hit just about a month after its release, forcing a lot of us to be more conservative with our spending. Despite past failures, Motorola decided to put 6 months' hard work into designing something a little different at a slightly lower price point. Make way for the Motorola Razr 5G 2020. First off, the general build of the phone looks and feels a lot stronger and premium, giving consumers a reason to spend their hard-earned dollars on it. Apart from the impressive color selection we mentioned earlier, the back and the frame of the phone are no longer made of plastic. The back is now made of glass, while the frame is made of aluminum. Although the foldability is still reliant on a zero-gap hinge mechanism, Motorola has also managed to remove the annoying squeak when opening and closing the phone. Excellent! Now your phone won't feel like it's about to split into 2 halves every time you use it. Motorola has also improved the camera system massively with a new 48-megapixel camera. The camera makes use of pixel binning to tone down image noise and increase brightness, providing improved performance in medium and low light conditions. The camera also comes with optical image stabilization and a time-of-flight sensor, all working together to enable you to capture better photos and videos. Even the selfie camera has been improved with an upgrade to a 20-megapixel sensor for crispy and detailed shots. As for one of the biggest problems with the February release, which was terrible specs for a flagship, the new Razr completely changes the game. You get a Snapdragon 765G processor, 8 gigs of RAM, a 2800 milliamp battery with turbocharging, and of course, 5G connectivity. When folded, the little screen is now capable of even more, functioning as a tiny Android phone rather than just a notifications bar. You can now reply to texts, make phone calls, take selfies, and control your music player without having to open up the phone. Now, the big question is, should you get this phone? Honestly, it's a tough call, especially looking at what the competition is bringing to the table with the arrival of phones like the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 and the imminent arrival of the iPhone 12, the Google Pixel 5, the Samsung Galaxy Z2. It's not looking too bright for the Razr. As compelling as all these fantastic features may be, there's still a whole heap of other competitors' flagship smartphones coming out really soon. However, we also have to consider that all of the upcoming phones will probably be coming in at price points close to $2,000. With the current climate, users might prefer to opt for the decent premium features that come at an equally decent price in the Razr Fold 5G. We feel like we're stuck at a crossroads with this phone for now, and we'll have to wait and see what the competition brings forward before we can make a more informed decision. So, when can you get your hands on the Razr 5G? Hopefully very soon. Based on rumors and teasers by the company, the new Razr should be ready for release before September runs out. It may even already be released by the time you're watching this video. As for the price, it's rumored to be retailing at around $1,400 packaged with an accessory case, a turbo power charger, USB Type-C to the Type-A adapter, and a headphone jack to Type-C adapter. And just to add some icing to the cake, it's all packaged up in a fancy box. The phone will be available first in North America via Motorola.com. However, the device will also be available later at retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, and B&H, with AT&T and T-Mobile also distributing it. We can't wait to see how this phone will fare compared to its predecessor. It is clear that Motorola has put a lot of thought and work into this new version, so let us now hope that it all pays off. Click one of these videos on the screen right now to watch more exciting tech videos. To show your support, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to turn on post notifications. We'll be talking extensively about this phone and its competition when it releases, so you definitely want to be subscribed. This has been Topical Tech. See you next time.